Good morning children. Welcome back to our IT class. Today we are going to study the continuation of chapter 6 HTML list and tables. In the last two classes we have learned about list. What are list? List is a collection of related items that represent an information, and list is classified into three types: ordered list, unordered list and definition list. So the next topic is tables. We are going to discuss about tables. Table is a collection of data in the form of rows and columns. A table is created by using a tag known as table. Table is created by using the tag table, and it should write inside the body tag. And this table tag should close properly. That is, it should end with /table tag. So, table tag is a container tag. That's why we are closing the table tag. This table tag contains many child tags. So, these are the child tags of table tag. The first one is TR, that means table row. It is used to represent each row in a table. Second one is TD, table data, that represent data in a cell. Next is caption. Caption is used to give title for the table. The last one is TH, that is table heading. If you want to give heading for a table, then you can use this TH tag. These are the four child tags of this table tag. This is an example of a table. Here, the name of the table is student. So, if you want to give title for this table, you have to give this student inside caption. So, to give title, you have to use caption. To give heading, you have to use TH tag. Then for each row, you have to use TR tag. And for each data, you can use TD. So, these are the four child tags of table tag. Next is attributes of a table tag. These are the attributes of table tag. First one is border. Second one, border color. Third one, frames. Fourth one, BG color. Fifth one, background. Sixth one, height and width. Seventh one, cell spacing and cell padding. First one is border. This border attribute is used to give border for the table. The default value of border attribute is 0. Next is border color attribute. This attribute is used to give color to the border of the table. Next is frame attribute. Frame attribute helps us to show borders only at specified sides. There are different values we can give for this frame attribute. The box or border, above, below, H side, LHS, RHS, V sides, voids. These are the different values that we can give for this frame attribute. If I am giving box or border as value for this frame attribute, it will display four sides of a border. Four sides of a border. Next, this above value. If I am giving the frame's value as above, it will display the top side of the border. Then below. If the value of the frame is below, it will display the bottom side of the border. Then fourth one is edge side. That is, if I am giving frame's value as edge side, it will display both top side and bottom side of the border. Next is LHS. That is left hand side. If the value is LHS, it will display left hand side of the border. This is RHS. RHS means right hand side. It will display right hand side of the border. Next is V sides. V sides will display both left and right side of border. void. Void means if I am giving value frame as void, then it will display table without border. That is, there is no border for that table. BG color attribute is used to change the background color of the table. Next attribute is background. If you want to set the background of your table with an image or a file, then you can use background attribute. Next attribute is height and width. Using this attribute, we can set the height and width of a table. This height and width of the table can be represented by using pixel or percentage. Next is cell spacing attribute. It is used to define the minimum distance between two adjacent cells in a table. These are the cells of a table. To give minimum distance between these cells, we can use cell spacing. Cell padding attribute defines minimum distance between the edge of the cell and data in the cell.
Let's create a table like this with the table name student. So to create a table, we are using table tag. We have to write table tag inside body tag. Here this is the starting of table. This is ending of the table using slash table. Next we are going to create a caption for the table. Here using caption tag we can create caption for the table. Then close caption. Next, we can create table heading. Here there are 4 headings for the table: roll number, name, grade, gender. We can create this table heading using th tag. Th, roll number, then close th. Like that we can create other table heading: name, grade and gender. Let's see how the output will come. This is table caption. This is table heading. Okay. Next, we will insert the rows of a table. For this, you have to give tr for row. So, I am going to insert first row. For this, you have to give tr and slash tr. That means first row. In first row, there is 4 data. That is roll number 1, arrow, grade B, gender. Gender is male. So, we can give this data in using td tag. Roll number 1, then close td. Second data td, arrow, then close td. Third data grade is b, then close td. Fourth data, that is male, m means male, then close td. So this is the first row. Like this we can give remaining rows for other students. Here I have created 4 rows. This is the first row. It contains roll number 1, arrow, grade B, male. Like that I have added second row, second student, and third row for third student, and this is the last fourth student I have created. Then save the program and run. So the table is created. The student is the caption. Here roll number, name, grade, gender. This is table heading that we have given inside th tag, and this is first row. So I have given tr for the first row and close tr before starting the next row. And inside tr tag I have given td. First td, in first td I have given 1, second td arrow, third td b, fourth td m. So like this I have created 4 rows. Here I am going to give attributes of table tag. The first attribute is border. In this table, there is no border. So you can give border for the table. So for this, after table tag, border equal to 2. Control S, then refresh. So the border came. This is how we are applying border for the table. Next attribute is height and width. So here I am going to give height is equal to 150 pixel. Otherwise you can give in percentage value. The height is increased. Have you noticed the height is increased? Here I have given. Here we can represent this width in pixel or percentage. So I am going to give percentage here, 50 percentage. So width is increased to 50 percentage. Next attribute is cell spacing. Cell spacing means it defines minimum distance between two adjacent cells in a table. We can set distance between two adjacent cells. Here I am going to give 12 as cell spacing. That means this is the distance between two adjacent cells in a table. So here I have applied cell spacing, that is adjacent cells distance, that is cell spacing. Next attribute is cell padding. Cell padding means it defines minimum space between edge of the cell and the text inside the cell. That is distance between the cell wall and the data in the cell. That is known as cell padding. Here the distance between cell edge and the data is increased. Frame attribute. Frame attribute have different values like box, above, below, H side, LHS, RHS, V side, void. These are different values that we can give for frame attribute. Let's see how to do this. First I am going to give a void value as void. Then save and run. That means border got vanished. That means there is no border for the table. With the border for the table, you have to use void as the value of frame attribute. Okay. If you want to give border for the table, you can use box or border. Frame equal to box or border you can use. Then you will get border for the table. See, the border appeared. Then next attribute is above. Then see, we can see the border only on the top side of the table. Here only we can see the border. Okay. Next, if you want to display border at the bottom of the table, you can use below. See, here the border is displayed only at the bottom of the table. Next value is H side. H sides. That means we can display the border at both top and bottom side. Here the border came at the top and bottom side of the table. Next value of attribute is attribute frame is LHS. LHS means the border is displayed at the left hand side only. Here the border is displayed in the left hand side. Then next value is RHS. So the border will be displayed on the right side of the table. Next value we can apply for the frame attribute is V sides. V sides. That means border is displayed at both left and right side. See the result. Here the border is displayed right side and left side. Both right side and left side. There is no border on the top and bottom. Next attribute is BG color. We can give background color for the table using this attribute BG color. See, the background color of the table got changed. This is how we are changing the background color of a table. Background is used for giving an image as background for the table. Here I am going to give background is equal to path of the image that you want to display as background of the table. JF, IF. This is the path of the file that I want to use as a background of table. See, the background of the table got changed. Background is changed with an image. For this, you have given background equal to path of the file that you want to display as background. Okay. Next attribute is border color. We can give border color for the table. Here I am going to give green color as border. Border color of the table got changed to green. So these are the different attributes of table tag: border, height, width, cell padding, then cell spacing, border color, frames, etc. So these are attributes of table tag.
So children, we have come to the end of today's session. Today we have learned about tables. Table is a collection of data in the form of rows and columns. Table can be created by using a table tag. A table can be created by using many child tags. So which are the different types of child tags of table tag? TD tags, TH tag, caption tag, TR tags. Then we learn different attributes of table tags. Hope all of you understood this topic. For any doubts or clarification, we will discuss in the live class. Thank you.